So I have a
Yeah.
question for you.
Yeah.
How do you think this resolves?
Well, let me just use some context. As we mentioned earlier, every single player who requests a new contract gets it with the 49ers. So I don't see them becoming tough all of a sudden. I think they're going to give Jauan Jennings an extension, and I think he's going to get it in the next week or two. I don't think he's asking for $30 million a year like Ayuk was last year. I think this should be doable, and I think he's going to get it, what he wants.
I agree with you. I think they're going to work it out. Not because anybody on either side is a particularly nice guy or a philanthropist. They're going to do it because Ayuk needs money and is on the team and under contract, and the Niners are going to do it because they're up a bad place if they don't have him. So what I think is going to happen, there'll be some sort of extension, and neither side will be happy about it. It'll
Yeah,
be more than the Niners want to pay and less than Jennings wants to get. What do you think?
I agree. It's interesting. You give these extensions out to appease a player, make him happy, keep him here long term. But they tried that with Brandon Ayuk last year. It didn't seem to repair the relationship that had been fractured. And you're sort of predicting that's going to happen again with Jauan Jennings. I would agree with you. And maybe the Niners could learn from this. Like, instead of letting the relationship go to shit and then trying to repair it with money, keep it going or trade the guy. Don't let it get to this place.
Right. And it seems like they let it get to this place with various players before every training camp. It's the wrong way to start training camp. You want to have solidarity on the team. You want to have that. You don't want to have these mini dramas that take you away from your purpose. It's a bad way to start, and they seem to start that way often.
And what's funny about it is they acknowledged that this year. They, coming off a 6-win season, we asked them, what are you going to do differently? And they're like, you know what? This year, we're going to get all of our business done early. And we're going to take these training camp practices seriously. And then they got Purdy, Kittle, Warner done before mini camp, and everyone gave them a standing ovation. And we thought that was that. But I think it's interesting that Jauan Jennings was just standing quietly in the back of the room, like, what about me?
Yeah.
I don't count. If I don't like the situation, I don't count as drama, as a distraction. Let's see how training camp goes without me. Let's see how the first 3 weeks of the season go without me.
Good for him.
Yeah.
And he's elevated his profile around the league.
He has elevated his profile around the league. It just makes the Niners look weak if and when they give Jauan Jennings this extension when he wants it. It seems like they would have been better off to do it on their terms and say, Jauan is actually one of our core players. We're going to get him done right at the same time we get all our other core veterans done. Instead, oh, Jauan wants an extension. We weren't planning for it, but here you go.
Yeah, and I would say as of today, we know that McCaffrey got an extension and then really couldn't play. I think I could be wrong. I think Jennings is more of a core player today than McCaffrey. McCaffrey's a question mark. Jennings isn't. He's not hurt.
No. McCaffrey, his best days are behind him. He's a 29-year-old running back who's had a lot of injuries. He's not going to be what he was before. He still could be on the team. He still could be good, but he won't be the offense. God knows what Brandon Ayuk will be like when he comes back. We'll talk about him in a minute. George Kittle's going to turn 32 in October. You could really argue that this offense is Purdy's offense and Jennings' offense for the foreseeable future. And those two have a really good chemistry is a bad word, but it seems like they have a really good chemistry. Purdy trusts him. Purdy throws to him a lot in all the key situations. Like, he was their number one receiver, not only on third down last year, but in the fourth quarter. How do you replace that? Say Ricky Pearsall's the guy?
And the other thing, Jennings is not a deep threat. Yeah, but Purdy's not a deep thrower.
Right.
Actually, this is what you're saying. They work well together. You want to throw it 15, 20 yards down the field across the middle where the receiver's going to get blasted? Throw it to Jennings. He'll hold on to the ball, and he may even get a few yards after the catch. All you need is 10 yards.
He'll catch the ball, break a tackle, and get 3 or 4 more yards. And
Yeah.
the only guys who really do that as well, Puka Nacua on the Rams is very similar. And 10, 15 years ago, Anquan Bolden was very similar. I'm not saying this guy's Anquan Bolden, but he's really, really good. And to your point, the pairing with Brock Purdy, great pairing. Last year, we were saying, like, what's the point of paying $30 million a year for Brandon Ayuk when Brock Purdy doesn't even throw it down the field like that? With Purdy, it's not just his arm, but I think it's his size. The fact that he's a little shorter and he says, he actually throws blind some of the time because in the pocket, he can't see everything. I think it's helpful to have tall receivers. His favorite receivers are Jauan Jennings and George Kittle, 6'3", 6'5". I think he can see those guys most of the time as opposed to Jacob Cowing, who's 5'9".
I love what you're saying. That all factors in.
It's absolutely a huge factor. I think we know that Purdy likes throwing to Jauan Jennings. We've seen it for years. So I'm just trying to reverse engineer the reason why. Why does he trust the guy so much? Well, if you throw it anywhere near Jauan Jennings, there's like a 75% chance that he's going to catch it. And his limitations play right into Purdy's limitations.
I'm going to make an interesting comparison. There was a time Samuel was very good. Jennings is a better wide receiver than Samuel ever was. Samuel was a dual threat. But as a wide receiver, he was not as good as this kid. Or am I wrong, Iggy?
You're absolutely right. I mean, in terms of getting open, Jennings is better than Deebo ever was. And in terms of like catching the ball, Jennings is way better than Deebo ever was. The thing with Deebo was if you could get the ball in his hands, which was an adventure, after that, he could be the best. But that was one phase of like 3 phases of being a wide receiver.
Yeah.
Getting open, not so good. Catching the ball, not so good. Everything after, great for Deebo. Jennings is different. Getting open, really good. Catching the ball, elite. And then afterward, he's not fast, but he'll break a tackle. He led the Niners receivers in broken tackles forced last year, more than Kittle.
Wow, I didn't know that. That's interesting.
Yeah. So we both agree. We were going to make a bet here, but there's no bet to make.
I'm going to say something
How about
else.
this? How about an over-under on when it happens? When do you think the 49ers give the first padded practice, before or after the first padded practice?
Okay. When would the first padded practice be?
I'm thinking it's usually like the 4th or 5th day of training camp. So let's say around August 1st, a little before.
Okay.
Do you want to make it simple and just call it August 1st?
Fair enough.
Okay.
Okay. What are we betting? I'm saying that they'll make a deal on or before August 1st.
I agree with you because I don't think they want this to fester. Fester is the word we're using.
We don't have
a bet. No.
Okay, we'll find a bet another time.
But we agree that Jauan Jennings has them in a night fork right now.
Yes, and I want to say one other thing. What's happening with Jennings and the Niners does not happen in a vacuum. There's all those guys in the locker room who are looking at it.
Yeah.
How are they treating my teammate?
Mm-hmm.
Is it fair the way they're treating my teammate? Do I want this teammate on the team in the upcoming season? And I'm going to tell you, unless somebody has a personal grudge against Jennings, and I wouldn't know, they're in his corner because it's fair and because they want to think if they were in that position, they'd be treated well also.
Yeah, I mean, we know that Brock Purdy's been taken care of. George Kittle's been taken care of. Fred Warner's been taken care of. I think a lot of players on the team probably identify with Jauan Jennings. They look at him and say, 7th round pick, burst into the scene a little late, sort of asserted himself as a franchise cornerstone. Will the Niners recognize it? Or will they act like he's replaceable the way they acted, like Dre Greenlaw was replaceable?
That was another one. Listen, I think what the Niners should have done, they should have extended Jennings and not Purdy. I argued all along, make him play out his rookie contract. You got another quarterback. I was more impressed with Jennings last season than I was with Purdy.
Thank you. Absolutely.
I
agree.
So I would extend Jennings and say, Purdy, we like you. We got this other guy. He's a flop. Why don't you go against him? And if you win out, you're our quarterback. We'll take care of you after your final year of your contract. Not now. I would have reversed it.
Yeah. To me, the Purdy extension was a lot like the Ayuk extension. Now, Purdy was much more agreeable about the process than Ayuk was, but you gave way too much to a player because that's the market. And you told yourself that Ayuk was a number one receiver. Is he? You told yourself that Brock Purdy's a franchise quarterback. Is he? And all it's going to take is one injury for you to say, holy shit, we're stuck with this contract. Oh my God, what have we done? Because that's where they're at with Brandon Ayuk right now. The holy shit level.
Oh, I love YouTube. You can say words like that.
You can say that.
You can say that.
You can say that.